Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. A lot of men walk around confused, scratching their heads like, Steve, she says she likes me, she smiles at me, she laughs at my jokes, she texts me back. But the next day she acting like she don't even know me. And fellas, I get it. Women can be confusing, but only when you don't understand the language they speak. When a woman likes you but still acts distant, the first thing you have to understand is that it's not about you doing something wrong. Most of the time, it's her heart trying to protect itself. Women feel things deeply, sometimes more deeply than they expected, and when those feelings come in too strong, too fast, it scares them. Not because the feeling is wrong, but because the feeling is real, and real feelings come with real risks. A woman can look strong, confident, independent, unshakable on the outside, but inside she's still human. She still remembers what hurt her. She still remembers the times she gave her heart to someone who wasn't ready for it. She remembers opening up to the wrong person, trusting too soon, believing too quickly. And now, when she feels that spark with you, that little voice in her head starts whispering, be careful. Don't fall too fast again. So she pulls back, not because she doesn't like you, but because she likes you more than she expected. You become something that matters, and when something matters, you protect it. She doesn't want to get hurt again. She doesn't want to misread your intentions. She doesn't want to hand her heart over and then find herself crying on the bathroom floor later, saying, I should have known better. So instead of jumping in with both feet, she steps one foot forward and keeps the other foot behind her, ready to retreat if she needs to. To you, it looks like confusion. To her, it looks like survival. When a woman has been hurt before, her mind becomes her shield. Her thoughts become her guard dogs. Her instincts become her bodyguards. Even if she wants to run toward you, her past pulls her back like a rope tied around her waist. Feelings alone don't win that battle. A woman can feel warmth toward you and fear you at the same time. She can smile at you and still keep her distance. She can laugh at your jokes while convincing herself not to expect anything from you, because deep down, she doesn't want to repeat the same emotional mistakes she made before. She needs time, reassurance, and consistency to slowly loosen her grip on her own fears. Sometimes she acts cold, not because she wants space, but because she's scared of needing you. Needing someone makes her feel exposed. Needing someone reminds her that she could be left. She doesn't want to depend on a man again, only to watch him walk away. So she keeps her feelings tucked in her pocket, close enough to feel them, but far enough to deny them. She might like your voice, your kindness, your presence, but she can't let herself show it too much. Not yet. She needs to know you're not temporary. She needs to know your interest doesn't fade after 2 good conversations. She needs to know you're not like the last man who said all the right things but disappeared when it mattered. When a woman likes you but acts distant, one of the biggest reasons is that she's quietly testing your consistency. Not in a manipulative way, not in some dramatic game-playing way, but in a natural, instinctive way that comes from how women evaluate safety, stability, and sincerity. Women don't fall for words, they fall for patterns. They don't trust promises, they trust behavior. So when she feels something for you, she doesn't rush in. She steps back a little to see if what you're showing her is real or temporary. A woman needs to know if the man interested in her is steady or just passing through, because too many men show up strong in the beginning, pouring on charm, attention, and energy, only to fade the moment the excitement wears off. She's seen that pattern before, and she refuses to be fooled by it again. So when you think she's being distant, she's actually watching. She's observing how you respond when she gives you a little space. Do you stay respectful, present, and patient, or do you get irritated, needy, or disappear? Your response tells her more about your character than your compliments ever could. A woman who's looking for something real pays attention to consistency, because consistency reveals intention. Anybody can be sweet when everything is convenient. Anybody can show effort on the good days. But consistency is tested when there's space, when there's silence, when she's not giving you the same energy she gave you yesterday. She's not expecting you to chase her endlessly, but she wants to see if your interest is genuine enough to stay steady even when she's not pouring fuel into the fire. She wants to know if you see her value on the days she's not trying to impress you. She wants to know if you're the kind of man who shows up without being begged or reminded. Because the truth is, a lot of men only show interest when it's easy, and she's separating the temporary from the trustworthy. When a woman tests your consistency, she's really testing emotional safety. She wants to know if you're patient enough to understand her pace. She wants to know if you can remain the same man tomorrow that you were yesterday. She wants to know if your energy is stable, not unpredictable or impulsive. The reason she watches so closely is because consistency is rare, and women value rare things. She's not trying to trap you or confuse you. She's trying to protect herself from giving her heart to someone who won't protect it. Her pulling back is a way of asking, are you for real? Are you intentional? Are you steady? Or are you only here as long as things feel exciting? Her distance is simply her gathering data. It's her letting time reveal your true self. She knows that patience uncovers truth. She understands that real interest doesn't disappear when space shows up. So when she steps back, she's giving you the chance to prove that your presence is stronger than her fear, that your intention is stronger than the distance she creates, and that your consistency is stronger than her doubt. When a woman likes you but still acts distant, a huge part of it comes from her past experiences, the kind that left a mark deep enough to change how she moves. You might not see it on her face, but her heart remembers everything. She remembers the times she trusted too quickly, the times she opened up and someone mishandled her vulnerability, the times she gave her best only to receive someone's bare minimum in return. She remembers being played, being misled, being taken for granted. And those memories don't just disappear, because a new man shows up with a smile and good intentions. When she meets someone she actually likes, those old experiences start whispering warnings in her ear. They tell her, be careful. Don't fall for it again. Don't give too much. Don't expect too much. Her distance is not a sign that she doesn't feel something for you. It's a sign that she's fighting the ghosts of her past. Sometimes she wants to get close. She wants to open up. She wants to relax around you, but her past keeps pulling her back like gravity. She might start feeling comfortable, and then suddenly she remembers how comfortable she felt with someone else who ended up hurting her. That memory snaps her back into protection mode. She might blush when you compliment her, smile when you talk, feel warm when you're around, but she won't let herself fall easily, not because of you, but because of the emotional scars she carries. Scars don't make her weak. They make her cautious. Scars remind her that she survived something and doesn't want to repeat it. A woman who has been hurt doesn't rush toward new love. She walks slowly. She pays attention. She listens between the lines. She watches how you react to little things like her silence, her hesitation, her boundaries. She's not trying to be difficult. She's trying to protect her healing. She needs to feel emotional safety more than physical attraction. She needs to see that you're not like the ones who broke her trust. She needs to feel that your interest isn't just temporary excitement, but something grounded and intentional. You might mistake her caution for disinterest, but it's not. It's her heart putting up a shield until it's sure you won't treat it carelessly. She might take longer to reply, not because she's playing games, but because she's thinking carefully about how much of herself she wants to reveal. She might avoid being alone with you sometimes, not because she doesn't want to be close, but because she knows what closeness can lead to: emotional attachment. And she wants to be absolutely sure before she lets herself go there again. Her past taught her to move carefully, and she honors that lesson even when she wants something more with you. A woman's distance doesn't mean she's pushing you away. It means she's trying not to repeat her past by rushing into something without clarity. She's protecting the part of herself that once loved recklessly and paid the price. Her walls aren't meant to keep you out forever, just long enough to see if you're worthy of being let in. When a woman likes you but starts acting distant, sometimes it's not fear, it's not testing, and it's not hesitation from the past. Sometimes she's simply overwhelmed by her own feelings. You become a lot for her heart to process. She didn't expect to like you as much as she does. And now every time she sees your name pop up on her phone, every time she hears your voice, every time you look at her a certain way, there's a rush of emotion she wasn't prepared for. And when feelings hit her too fast or too deeply, her first instinct is to slow everything down, not because she doesn't want you, but because she wants to understand what she's feeling before she steps into something that could change her life. Strong emotions can be confusing, even exciting, but also intimidating. She needs time to breathe, to make sense of why her heart reacts to you the way it does. A woman can like you so much that she doesn't trust her own reactions around you. She might get flustered, shy, or overly self-conscious. She might worry she's coming across too eager or too emotional. She might feel like you have a power over her that she doesn't normally give anyone. That loss of control over her emotions can make her distance herself to regain balance. She wants to feel stable before she lets things move forward. She doesn't want to enter something in a whirlwind of emotion only to later realize she lost herself in the process. So she steps back, not to detach, but to steady herself. Sometimes she needs space because being around you intensifies everything she's been avoiding. You might awaken feelings she tried to bury, hopes she didn't think she would ever feel again, dreams she thought she had outgrown. You remind her what she secretly wants, but never admits out loud. And that can be overwhelming. She may not want to confront those emotions too quickly because deep feelings come with big questions. What does he really want? Is he serious? Am I ready for something real? Am I ready to trust again? These thoughts swirl in her mind, and until she sorts them out, she keeps a bit of distance to protect her heart from running ahead of her logic. A woman who is overwhelmed by her feelings will act unpredictable at times. One moment she's warm, laughing, open. The next moment she's quiet and reserved. It has nothing to do with you doing something wrong. It's her managing the intensity she feels. She doesn't want to rush into something and later regret moving too fast. She wants to process every emotion carefully, especially if she's the type who loves deeply once she commits. When she loves with her whole soul, so she takes her time before letting herself get swept away. Her distance might feel like confusion, but it's actually her trying to understand the depths of what she feels for you. She needs that space, not to push you away, but to prepare herself to let you in fully once she knows her heart is ready. When a woman likes you but still acts distant, sometimes it's because she wants you to pursue her but not overwhelm her. She doesn't want pressure. She wants presence. She doesn't want someone chasing her recklessly. She wants someone approaching her intentionally. There's a huge difference. A woman who truly likes you may step back a little to see if you step forward naturally, not because she's playing games, but because she wants to feel your effort. She wants to feel that you're choosing her, not just reacting to her. She wants to feel that you're interested enough to move toward her without being pushed. But at the same time, she doesn't want to feel smothered. She doesn't want you forcing your way into her space. She wants pursuit with respect, effort with balance, intention without desperation. A woman who acts distant is often signaling that she wants more from you than words. She wants consistency, energy, and initiative. She wants to see you make moves, not guesses. She wants to know you're interested not only when she's in front of you, but also when she's quiet, when she's busy, when she's not feeding the conversation. She wants to feel these little things that say, I'm thinking about you, without having to ask for them. But she also wants you to understand her pace. She wants your energy, but she doesn't want you